We mentioned the president is holding 5 rallies today, including some in coronavirus hotspots, and one target of the crowd scorn at last night's Trump rally in Florida was Dr. Anthony Fauci, the nation's top infectious disease expert. So far, President Trump has not said what could happen to Dr. Fauci if he wins a second term, but that may be changing. Ed O'Keefe is following both campaigns. Ed, good morning to you. What did the president say?
Well, good morning, Tony. The president appeared once again to openly toy with the idea of firing Dr. Anthony Fauci. Because he's a career public servant, the president really could only demote, maybe sideline him. But the criticism comes as the doctor's given yet another scathing interview where he criticizes the administration's response to the coronavirus.
Wow, what a crowd.
At the president's rally last night, the crowd broke into chants calling for Dr. Anthony Fauci's removal.
Don't tell anybody, but let me wait till a little bit after the election.
The president can't technically fire the career public servant, but Fauci has yet again angered the White House after he was asked by the Washington Post about the differences between the campaigns. Fauci said the president's looking at the virus from the perspective of reopening the country, while the Biden campaign is taking it seriously from a public health perspective. The White House called Fauci's comments unacceptable and accused him of being partisan by praising the president's opponent.
The truth is, to beat the virus, we first got to beat Donald Trump. He's the virus.
In Philadelphia Sunday, Biden slammed President Trump for his response to the coronavirus, which has disproportionately affected communities of color. The former vice president's hoping turnout here can help him carry Pennsylvania, a pivotal battleground state.
We need every single one of you to get out and to vote on Tuesday. My message to you is simple. Pennsylvania is critical to this election.
But Biden's road to the White House is not without tension.
No wonder there's so much traffic.
This video shows Trump supporters in Texas using trucks and cars to surround and follow a Biden campaign bus over the weekend. It was traveling along Interstate 35, and no one was hurt. But in a tweet, the president celebrated the drivers, writing, "In my opinion, these patriots did nothing wrong." And he was critical of the FBI's decision to investigate the incident.
People that are driving down a highway with an American flag and a Trump flag, right? Don't worry, they'll be just fine. They're going to be just fine.
Important to note that neither Biden nor Harris nor their spouses were on that bus. It was Biden campaign staffers and volunteers, and Texas Democratic officials told me over the weekend this was an isolated incident. They're aware of nothing else like it happening at all in recent days in the Lone Star State. Now, today, the president, as we mentioned, is making 5 stops in 4 key battleground states. Joe Biden begins the day in Ohio, a state where his team sees some last-minute hope of possibly turning it blue. Then he spends the rest of today in western Pennsylvania, ending it at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh alongside Lady Gaga. And guys, lest we forget, because there's been plenty of viewer inquiry about this, there is just 1 day left until Election Day.
How many days?
One, just one.
I want a 0 board tomorrow, Ed.
In a neighborhood full of big screens, we still go old school here.
I like
okay?
that. There better be a 0. I want to see a 0 on the board tomorrow. All right, Ed O'Keefe, thanks very much.
I'll bring it for you tomorrow.
The O'Keefe Countdown Calendar goes on.